take so long to do drugs?
Is that Rainbow Dash on your shirt?
I don't want to feel the feelings.
I need to eat a bunch of cheese buckets.
The best parts of hanging out with these guys, without the hangover.
Hey, my little ninny hammer.
Hey, what's going on, Chuckle Tits? What'd you just call me?
I called you a ninny hammer.
Ninny Hammer, excellent. I'm going for more of a douchebag Nikki Six right now. This is the goal.
You look like the Bret Michaels you get off a Wish.
Bret Michaels, that's a... And she keeps, every time I wear this stupid bandana with my hair down over it, she keeps giving me like, you look like that guy. I'm like, who specifically? She's like, the asshole from the 80s. I'm like, oh.
Like you're in the cover band and you go by Burt Michaels.
Yeah, it's like we're all doing our own mock-up 80s party with your fucking sleeveless Wham t-shirt.
That's right.
Welcome to Zig and Larry Ignore Topic, the only show that derails themselves before they introduce them. I'm Zig, and that is Larry.
Hi.
How the hell are you? What's going on, man?
Good, but it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, we haven't done one of these since since we saw each other.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. We've had a lot happening.
And you need that long to get over the 3-day hangover that we just gave ourselves. We were unsupervised in the world.
Yeah, I hit Kankakee on the way home and I was like, I'm not certain I should be driving right now.
I thought you somehow managed to like drive your Prius into the town of Kankakee. Like somehow you ran over all of it.
Guys, sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Pardon me. Oh God, Christ. I'm gonna put it in power mode and just get out of here.
Are you on top of the school right now? I'm very scared.
Help me.
God.
I love that you have the stop sign that says stupid behind you, but it's obviously you're supposed to pay for it because it's got all the lines in it. It's perfect.
I figure when it has the lines on it, it's okay for me to use it. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Like if you pay for it, they take those away.
Yeah.
So,
but if you're willing, then fuck it. Leave the lines. That's what I say. Leave the lines.
I don't know the legalities of this or real traffic. I don't know the legalities of that. I mean,
do either of us look like a lawyer?
No.
Well, you look like a lawyer in Miami Beach. That's what you look like.
No, dude, we're Florida up, man. I just keep adding more Florida accessories on. That's the whole point. This bandana right here, that's just to keep the sweat and beard from dripping out of my hair and into my eyes.
Yes, yeah, I get it. I wish I had done a bandana. I forgot to shave my head today. I was like, I'll clean it up today, and then got in the shower and was like, well, too late now. Because it's just long enough that it'll eat a razor, and I can't take the clippers into the shower.
You can.
I can. Yeah,
you can take a toaster in there. You can take the neighbor's kids in there. Just don't get caught.
Yeah, well, I'm more apt to take a toaster in.
God. Plug it in. I said any one of the children, plug it in.
Bring me the long. Hey, buddy, bring Daddy the long extension cord.
Dad, should I bring you rye or wheat? We're not doing that. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, you just go tell Mom that I love her, and
then he brings you like an everything bagel, and you're like, shit, all right, I can live one more day.
Okay.
All right.
What is that? What is that? Blueberry? You little bastard. All right. You little rascal. You rascal, you're keeping me around. I gotcha. All right, perfect. We are 3 minutes in and we're already frozen. What a fucking delight this show is. Through the magic of podcasting. Seamless.
Seamless. The last thing I heard was you saying as we're making fun of electrocuting ourselves in the shower.
Yeah, that was my Katharine Hepburn impression.
Oh, nice. I do a similar one, but it's usually just me lying under 6 feet of dirt.
Oh, both very accurate. Both
very accurate. I don't do a whole lot of impressions. I mean, like, I can't really do vocal impressions very well. I can get buried alive very easily, though.
Right. Well, and
Mhm.
I'm going to admit something, because we can't have a show without a technical difficulty.
Mhm, mhm.
Remember when I said, "Hey, we're back"?
Yeah.
I didn't hit the right button on the audio recorder. Video, we got it. So if you want to hear what those last 30 seconds were, listeners only, head on over to the YouTube channel, Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic on YouTube.
Good news. You didn't miss much.
Hey, buddy, you want to talk about our sponsor?
Yeah, I do. And I want to talk about your special friend. Yes. So, Zeg and Larry, this week, as with most weeks, is brought to you by the lovely people over at Spliff Society. Spliff Society, it's .org. Spliff Society, let's see, what is the little blurb says? Rolling papers have been top choice among aficionados for decades. Now there's a better choice. Spliff palm leaves. Save time and effort by simply
Spiff
packing them
palm, please.
and enjoy the smooth pull. I'm not even drunk. I've had half a beer today. So that's just me. That's just me and my tongue. What we haven't talked about is, by the way, they do back a lot of really great causes. Every time you purchase something, you can choose one of the causes that they're supporting at the time. And your money, because not only goes to buying yourself some groovy gear, some groovy spliffs, but it also goes to helping a charity or a cause that you are interested in or passionate about. So check them out and see what they are currently doing. And again, for those of you who are watching, if you haven't watched us yet, please like and subscribe to us on the YouTubes at Zig and Larry Ignore a Topic, and you will see the spectacular photo from a special guest. Was this just today, Larry?
Yeah, it was today. Nick was ordering some stuff off of Spliff Society,
Okay.
and just some because they've got a nice stash box with a combination, and
Cool.
figure let's just keep stuff locked up if need be, and things like trinkets and small firearms and
Yeah.
and chipmunks that I've captured. And so one of the founders and owners of Spliff Society, Brad, decided he got the order while he was down in Missouri visiting family, and said, "Hey, I'm coming through Springfield on Monday. I will hand deliver everything that you just ordered."
What a guy.
And
That's
so,
awesome.
oh, it was rad, and it was so good to meet him in person. And what's funny is his GPS took him.
Oh, that's right. You've never met him in the flesh, have you?
No, never in the flesh.
I've hung out with him a couple of times, but you never got to. Cool.
No.
Okay, yeah.
So his GPS took him over across the street to the grocery store,
Okay.
because our street splits into two and jogs over. And I told him, I was like, "Okay, here's how to get here." I said, "I'll tell you what, I'll step outside. You'll know me. You'll know you're in the right place when you drive by." And he saw this visage, the bucket hat, the macho man sunglasses, and big fuck off stupid beard. And he was like, "There he is. There's my boy." And so we get to hang out for a little bit. And the fact that he hand delivered everything.
That is so great, man.
Yeah. So
big shout out to the guys at Spliff Society, to Brad specifically, just this week though. But I mean, like, none of them are bad people, but that's just groovy. And he's like, you know what, I'm gonna be around, and he just had the shit in his trunk, or I guess
okay,
he loaded it up, and then.
So here's the full story. And I don't know. Sorry, Brad, if you don't want me to tell this on the air, probably should have told me, because I'm a talker. But he did say he watches every YouTube episode, and that I appreciate. But when he was down visiting family, he had a handful of things in his truck already, but he did not have the big wooden stash box. But what he did have was access to one, because he had taken one down to his aunt's house where he was staying. And it was for his aunt to give to one of his cousins. Well, his cousin had never come to pick it up in like 6 months. And so he was like, "Well, fuck them, and I'm taking it to Springfield." And so brought it up to us, and with a few other special gifts, and got to hang out for a minute until he was like, I got family waiting for me in the car, because I was like, hey, you want a beer? And he was like, I mean, I do, but there's people. And I was, but is the air conditioning on? They'll be fine.
You can't leave them in a running car if the windows are all the way up. We've learned that.
Is that what happened to me?
Well, no. If there's a dog in there, I know a stranger will break your windows to save them. If it's a woman and child, they'll just laugh and watch them sweat. I think is basically the thing. But that's awesome, man. What a dude. I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've ever shown any of the actual spliffs on the. Have we shown any on this thing before? This little guy right here comes in. It's this guy. It's an empty.
And the glass tube.
Yeah.
If you don't want to finish the whole thing, the whole split, you put it in the tube, you put the cork on it, bada bing, bada boom. It snuffs the cherry, and then you got it saved for later. So
and it comes with this little guy right here, little marketing material, but they also suggest using this as a funnel because it is no waste, no glue, no bullshit.
No bullshit.
And the filter, I love the filter. Just another little palm leaf that's rolled up perfectly. Yeah. So that you're not like biting the end off and just lipping the hell out of it.
It's awesome, man. Yeah, you got good stuff.
Absolutely. So check those folks out, spliffsociety.org. Buy some stuff. And if you happen to be in a path between Bradford's house and some of his family, he might steal some shit from his relatives and give it to you.
And you know what? That I told him that made it better for me.
That's spectacular. So hit them up. And also, now that I'm looking at this stop sign with all the pictures on it, if you know if this is illegal or not, please comment below or just hit us up at zingandlarryignore@topic at Gmail. Again, anybody that hits us up at zingandlarryignore@topic at Gmail, I do respond to 90% of them. They used to be 95, but Bill, you know what you did. But if you know if this is legal or not, let me know, and we might have to take this down. But
and if it's not legal, then fucking A, punk rock.
Rock and roll. So what else is going on, pal?
Oh, so hey, you remember when I was telling you, and it was a big secret that I got cast as a lead in an independent film.
Yeah.
Had distribution, and then I told you that I got fired off of it. Yeah. It's always mixed feelings with that shit, because it's like showbiz, that happens. I get it. Yeah, you want to go a different direction. Turns out it's not that different of a direction. It was just not towards me, even. But this movie is apparently going to a bunch of film festivals.
Oh God!
And I keep seeing it because I'm obviously connected, and I'm really happy for these people that create it, because they are good people. Like the folks that wrote and did the movie. And the director, they're good folks, but then there's that part of me that's just like, fuck. And I keep seeing it, and I'm like, but okay, be a good person, be a good person, be a good person. And then I'm like, oh, but I wanted you to fail. No, I didn't want you to fail. No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've done a couple of way back, in the Wayback Machine, but even after you film some of that stuff, you can end up on the cutting room floor, or the whole project could get scrapped before editing's done. Until you actually see it on the screen. And even then, it's just
well, I worked on another project for those folks. And that's the reason they wanted me to work on this other movie, because I was good.
Because they've seen you fail before, and they're like, let's do it again.
Let's fail again. But I was the project they were working on. They had a cast, they had the script, they were getting ready to start filming. That actually filmed my scenes where it was a bunch of promotional stuff where I was playing a specific character for them, and they would give me an idea and I just run with the dialogue. They go action and let me go.
Nice.
Which was fun. It was a lot of fun. And that project, they had everything in line. Everything was ready to go, and then another movie very similar to it came out right before they started filming, and all the distributors and everything they were like, sorry, we gotta stop. And they were like, and so that was heartbreak. But then they came back, they're like, hey, here's what we want to do. I'm like, awesome. Oh my God, I can't wait. And then they were like, yeah, they want to bring in a different person to play that role. And I was like, showbiz, baby. It's showbiz. But then there's that part of you that's just like, but does that means daddy doesn't love me?
Yeah, exactly. So what do I do? Do I hit you in the balls? Do I cry? Do I sulk? I just listen to the Charlie Brown fucking theme as I walk away after the ball's been yanked out in front of me from a possible lesbian. Like, what the hell do I do here?
I did all of those
in a row.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a full day.
It really was. I was so tired by the end of the day. But
yeah, that'll tucker you.
Oh man,
that will tucker you.
I was tuckered out. I curled up underneath a nice trash can lid in an alleyway, and I had some of the other guys come by. Dale, the hobo wizard that we've talked about. He
quarter pound of weed.
Yeah, quarter pound. You want a quarter pound of weed? I gotta make all these sadness go away. You know, you've been sad. I'll tell you about sad. I was like, hey, the movie I was cast in, it was actually the role written was for me. They had me in mind, but then it got yanked out and given it to something. Like, oh shit, man! I thought my life was bad, but here we. And then he and I smoked. We smoked 3/4 pounds of weed.
That was the rest of the weed.
It was the rest.
He found the rest of the brick that he had purchased,
and
he just happened to have a scale. Second lyric topic. If you haven't listened to the first 60 episodes, you're behind. We'll keep doing this shit. I don't care. What's the booze du jour today, pal?
Well, this one was just to get the ball rolling. I'm having a little Elysian space dust because it's over 8%. It's an IPA.
Okay.
I should probably hold it on. Maybe that's why I got fired from that movie, because I couldn't hold shit on camera. Look at that.
Hold up the product. It's space dust. It's PCP, and he put Kool-Aid in it. It's just spectacular. You're not going to believe this. Having me some Coors Light.
Well, that's what we're going to. You know why? Because Coors Light, it's a rat beer now.
There you go. in a non-gravelly sand voice. No, you're not going to buy this. I found these in the back of the fridge. This is the case, the last case that we purchased when you were up here. There's still a couple left. I'm
honestly surprised.
Yeah, me too. It was a total oversight. Like that's the only reason why.
You weren't stashing them like a chipmunk waiting for winter.
And no, what happened was I smelled the Chinese that's been there since last week. I was like, that's gotta go. I'm like, oh, treasure. Look at that.
Avast me hearties. Look at it.
Drink this beer on behalf of my people. Thank you very much.
Oh. Hey, you ever wear string bikinis? Like string bikini underpants?
No. Hold on. Yeah, I don't even want to make a joke. No, because I have a feeling that whatever you're about to say is going to be funnier than anything I can shit out right now. So go for it.
No, I just care. This
is just you hitting me up right now.
Yeah.
This is apropos of nothing. This is the shit that
you're
keeps
a boxer
you up at
briefs
night.
guy. You're a boxer briefs guy.
No, I have changed most of my underwear to the official crankshaft dickhole underpants that we had spoken of before.
Right.
So I am a boxer brief guy, but when it's warm out and I'm moving to a very warm climate, there's just something to be said for having your twig and berries in their own separate pouches, so you don't have skin on top of skin. It has become a much bigger problem in my fat 40s than it ever was in my fit 20s. But you're really trying to like encourage the woman that you've chosen to be with to go downtown, and when there's balls on top of thighs on top of ham,
just fold inception.
Yeah, I should not be making cheese all day down there. So no, yeah. So she refers to it as the dick hatch. I prefer to it as the crankshaft. But the people at the sheath underpants, worth every penny. You're gonna spend $10 a pair on underwear, might as well be there. I'm a firm believer that this show should be brought to you by Sheath Underpants, because I need to get you free underpants. This is my new thing.
I want a Sheath Underpants. You're going to take them home.
I really hate that I had something to offer that conversation. Why are you asking about my underpants, Larry?
I don't, because I had been a boxer brief guy for years. And then when I was going to an 80s party where I was wearing this shirt, with some of those shorty gym shorts, from the 80s where it had the stripe up the side.
Yeah.
But this is, back at the beginning of 2020.
We loosely talked about
We have.
Yeah.
My boxer briefs went down, below those shorts. And I'm like, well, that won't do. So I bought some just like bikini briefs to fit underneath there.
Okay.
Surprisingly comfortable. Didn't, because I was like, I'm not doing tidy whities. I'm not doing it. I look like I stain a lot of tidy whities to begin with. I want to go against tidy. So
I don't know who doesn't.
Right.
I mean, nobody that we've ever hung out with.
I don't know. Jeff looks like he doesn't stain tidy whities.
No, he does, but it just all comes from the outside. He's the kind of guy that's going to spill shit all over him, but his body isn't producing the same.
Fair enough. Yeah, but mine looks like it's an inside job, is what I'm saying. So I don't know why this made me think of it, but I was like, God, I want to get so fat that they make a movie about me, but it's a porn called Too Big to Rail. Damn it, I stumbled over.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. Still worth it, but if you could have spit that out in the first try, it would have gone from a B+ to an A+.
Yeah, but you know what? D+ effort, C+ results is what I'm saying.
I don't even know if there's C+ results, but the effort is definitely passable.
Yeah, we'll take it.
The effort's going to get you from 5th to 6th grade just to get you out of my classroom.
Exactly. I think that's the only reason I made it to college. And eventually they just went, just give him the degree. Look at him.
Particularly our topic. Oh, bless their heart.
He's doing his best.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided I thought it would be funny to because I was like, all right, because I was needing some new underpants, right? So I go on, I'm on Amazon anyway, getting some new shirts because I've got there's a style of shirt that I like to wear on stage, and it works well for me. It fits right. It's not too hot. It's perfect, right? So I'm getting these shirts, and I was like, I should, you know what? I'm already shopping. This means I don't have to go to Walmart and possibly pick up a package of underpants that somebody has already pre-tried. You know what I mean? Because sometimes
underwear shouldn't be scratch and sniff out of the hermetically sealed package.
Sometimes the packages at Walmart, you pick them off the shelf and there's tape, and not manufacturer's tape. Just like they shrink wrapped it in the back and went, I don't know, put it back out there. I'm sure it's fine.
If you got a 6-pack of Hanes and you're asking somebody where the changing room is, kick that person out. I know you're only making minimum wage, but still have some pride.
Look, you look more like an XXL. Get out of here. Just buy the pants and stuff them in.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask you to eyeball that, sir.
No, you don't get. How about I put them on overneath my others? Nope, I don't even know what that means. Nope. No, overneath. No.
Overneath my others. You fucking lidless pickle jar, get out of here. You know what? You get all the underpants that have been opened and taped back shut because we can't sell them.
That's fine. I don't mind the taste. What the fuck?
What is happening?
Good God, my guy. But anyway, so I'm looking at underpants and one of them popped up, and Hanes makes string bikinis. Men's string bikini underpants.
Okay. Are they like thongs?
No. Full ass, full front.
So where's the string?
It's along the sides.
Oh, so like instead of elastic, it's like real thin, or is it just like
it's
like
real thin? I could show you.
Oh, this is what you purchased? No. I mean,
well,
I've shown my underwear on the screen before, but I wasn't wearing it at the time.
Yeah. So there's a pouch for your junculars.
There's pretty much only a pouch, is what you're telling me.
And then there's like something about the size of that bandana that you're wearing to cover your ass, but then it's a string that connects it. I thought it would be hilarious to get some, because it was like $12 for a full pack of them.
Yeah, hilarity ensues. I get this.
Yeah, I'm like, $12 for a joke? Absolutely.
Sure.
I gotta tell, I put them on first time, and I was like, hey honey, check this out. And she looked over and she's like, what the?
All right.
How many of those do you have? I was like, there's like 8 pair of these. It was like $12 for 8. And she's like, how many colors? I was like 5 different colors. Yes. This is, I was like, really? Because I thought this was hilarious. She's like, just don't talk. You're prettier. You're prettier when you're not talking. But that, don't know why, but that's working for me.
Hey man,
I'll take it.
She knows what she likes. We have different encouragement with our underwear because with the dick hatch ones, there's a hole you put your pecker through, but there's like a hood over it. So you don't just have like your dick like rubbed against your zipper, right?
Right.
So your crank is out the crankshaft, but there's a hood over it. So think like the world's largest clitoris, right? So you got your crank out of there, but there's just like when you piss, you don't have to pull it down or like go through a hole. You just hold up this hood, which once you're used to it is very handy and excellent in a dire situation after your fifth beer in a bar. But my wife doesn't say they look good. I'm just trying to go to sleep and she'll just yank it up and look at the top of the head of my neck and go, hello.
She Medea's your dick.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm trying to read this, honey. I'm trying to read the news. Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm glad you found
And
this
I'm
out.
having a conversation. Stop interrupting us.
She's showing it to the dog. I'm like, why are you both in the bed?
He's curious.
Christ. Larry, I don't believe. So you say there's a pouch. Is the front just a like? Tell me about the crank comfort level.
Honestly,
I'm doing a lead in.
so
Well done. Thank
it's
you.
surprisingly comfortable. Surprising. I thought when I put them on, because I held them on, I'm like, all right, well, let's see what these do, because it's for anything's worth a joke. Got them on, and I was like, you do have to do just like a slight adjustment, just a slight little, like, okay, just fixing stuff in. But once you get settled, it holds everything in place. And it's comfortable all day long.
To quote Jimmy Kimmel from the Man Show era, is there enough there to sop up your herbs and spices?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Again, surprised. I was like, there's no way I'm not going to wear these. And then, because I'm like, who's going to wear these all day? I'll tell you what, right now, put them on the other night and was like, hey, check these, and surprisingly comfortable. And I was like, let's see what we do tomorrow. Let's see how this works out tomorrow. Wore them for a full day this past week. And I was like, all right, then. All right. And you know what else?
Wait, you wore the same pair of underwear for a 24
No.
hour
I
period?
changed them. I had different colors.
Okay.
I had different
I'm like,
colors I had to try, Zig.
We're just checking the tensile strength of these guys. I'm going to keep them on until I need a chisel to remove them. That's the whole point.
I'm going to need the jaws of life.
There's different colors I have to try out and different colors I have to add.
Were those always teal? I mean, ish. Define teal.
I promise they came out of the package moist.
No, that's the ones you get at Walmart. The Amazon ones are clean. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. The bonus, I feel prettier.
I don't know what to do with that. Like, there's a joke somewhere in there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't want it though. I don't want it. I don't want to take this from you.
No. And here's the
No.
thing. Here's the thing.
I won't take it from you.
Nicole is going to listen to this and she's going to be laughing. But what I want is just this. I just want to say, Wally, that description was for you. All right. That's it.
Thanks, Wally.
Wally's my buddy up in Madison, Wisconsin.
Wally is your pet name for your wife's vagina. I do want to know the story, but
No, it's you misheard me. I said Wooly.
oh,
Dude.
Nice.
So
Nice.
you're gonna be uncomfortable with this story.
Sincerely doubt it.
So Nicole decided she's never had a waxing ever, right? Never had a waxing of any variety. So our friend Emma, who used to be a bartender at American Harvest when American Harvest was still there, now it's Luminary, but Emma moved on. She's an esthetician,
A pussy baldinator.
yes, pussy baldinator, which is my favorite early Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
The pussy baldinator.
Pussy baldinator. So Nicole got a hold of her and said, hey, I want to wax the shit out of everything. And
God.
yeah, and Emma was like, absolutely. And she was like, I'm comfortable. We're friends with Emma. I know I'm gonna have to show Emma my cooter, but My word, not hers. I'm pretty sure that she said puss, because that's,
That's more Nicole's speed.
yeah, but I say cooter because it's a cute word.
Because you were riding a horse at 3.
Yeah, actually a year and a half. But anyway,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, just put him on the horse. If he falls off, that's on him. He'll teach him to hang on. You've met my dad. You know that's true.
Put him on that horse. That horse is very old. He's gonna have to shoot him when he's 4, so he might as well ride him at 1.5.
He's gonna have to get to know each other, because they gotta have to trust each other when he kills him. Don't be a pussy. Don't be a cooter.
There it is. Yep.
So anyway, Nicole had told Emma, I want to leave just a little down here in the cooter area. I want to leave a little bit of hair, like a little triangle. And I was like, no problem. She got a little overzealous. And when they got done, she was like, I took a little more than I meant to. And what was left was just a little square. And Nick looked down and went, my God, you gave me a clitler.
Spectacular.
And she did not appreciate it. She was like, hey, check this out. And I went, wait. So she was like, no, you do not get to do that.
And you can't bring it back. You can't say it's more of a chaplain. You can't just do that.
No. Remember when Eisner tried to do that?
I don't tried to make his pubic hair look like
when he made his
our buddy
hair
in college. Our buddy in college, he decided that he was going to do the chaplain mustache.
Yeah, he did the chaplain, and everyone's like, "That's the Hitler," and he's like, "No, it's the chaplain. I'm bringing it back." And we're like, "Nobody will,
Godspeed,
and nobody can stop it."
Even a college directing major can't bring that back. And if anybody can try,
but anyway, love you, Larry Eisner.
So I do want to before we lose the tie-in, because my new favorite thing is to figure out some way to manipulate the conversation to go into a tie-in. But this one was actually pretty easy. So your new underpants are, you would say, a good thing that's happened to your penis, correct?
Yes, a good thing that's happened to my penis.
Because it is
which was in my wedding vows.
Yeah, good for you. Mine were different, but there was only between me, her, and a judge. I was desperate. I'm still trying to figure out what happened to Krankenstein. Krankenstein, the gentleman from the UK,
yes,
who let his dick fall off due to a septic infection. It is literally 1 year and just a couple of days. It was 1 year in August that the last known story about the gentleman who let his dick fall off and he let science regrow his dick on his arm had a story. It's been literally a calendar year. And
if this is your first time listening to us, go back, listen to Krankenstein. It's one of my most hated and most beloved episodes.
We keep going back to it, but so when you go down a click hole, you end up with what I hope is really going to upset you, Larry.
Our nightmares, yes. Okay.
I haven't done an episode that upsets you since we talked about grandma's food from the 60s. Now we're going to talk about 10 of the worst things you didn't know could happen to your pecker.
Oh, no. Hey, I never did send. Hold on, real quick. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of this. You see that guy?
That is a Care Bear with a middle finger on it.
That's our grumpy little piss bear.
I love it. Grumpy little piss bear. Care Bear's stare is just with a racial slur possibly over the top of it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. What? That's wiping your nose with your hand off camera. I'll tell you what I did, but I just don't need to show you.
I've been wiping other stuff with my hand off camera.
Excellent. Well, you got the panties for it.
Well, there's a different camera underneath the desk. So.
Oh, I know. I got that one up here in the corner. Yeah, absolutely. I'm doing my own recording, pal.
Hey, woohoo!
So 10 things you didn't know could happen to your prick, or you probably thought they could, but this is medical science. And I really thought you needed to know, because I thought that you were having just too good of a day on this beautiful. Happy Labor Day, everybody.
Hey, happy Labor Day, everybody.
Last week or 2 weeks or whatever the hell this comes out. I don't know.
You know my best friend who has severe anxiety and body issues? Let's tell him what can happen to his dick.
We're going to start with one of my favorite words that I didn't know was a thing, Lair. And this, no shit, was commented on by a doctor whose first name I cannot pronounce. Asian gentleman. HSIN-K Kai. Sinkai.
Sinkai, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Taiwanese dude. But his last name is Wang. This is coming to you from Dr. Wang. I mean, how good is that?
Well, if anyone's gonna know,
Invaginated. Did you know that due to trauma, your penis can become invaginated? That's a real word that somebody came up with after seeing something that happened to somebody else and went, well, there's nothing in the books to call this invaginated. Sure, absolutely.
I'm gonna need you to. I've built what might be going on in my head, but you're going to have to explain that.
Oh, that's what a grown man has his pecker turned inside out and he can't get it back out. Invaginated is the technical term doctors had to come up with to describe when the penis is turned inside out or outside in, I guess maybe. And yes, it could happen to you. Also known as, if you don't want to go with invaginated, the more laid term is trapped penis.
Which Saw movie is this?
This one is specifically something that happened after a motorcycle accident, but it's when it turns itself inside out.
So it's hiding.
Yeah. So
it's seen some shit and it's going into witness protection.
Whoever wrote this, it's from Health24 or news.com. He's going in between like medical terms and his own like horror, you can tell, because it says basically your penis is, this is a quote from news24 and health24.com. Basically your penis is smashed straight back into your body with so much force that it becomes trapped in the fatty subcutaneous tissue located between your pelvis and hebut pecker, explains Dr. Wang. According to the photos from Dr. Wang's most recent case of a motorcycle victim, it resembles an empty sheath of skin, not unlike an elephant's trunk.
What the?
This gentleman says friendly warning.
So it's just a windsock all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's the...
If you run real fast, it just...
To quote my British friends, the knob end is now a knob in. And it's just, you can't get that bastard to go. Yeah, so that is a thing. It can be fixed.
I would hope so,
but they don't
recommend it.
No, they're just in quotes manual extraction. So I'm guessing that using some manner of suction device, or possibly, I don't know, like if you're trying to get like the last bit of toothpaste out the tube and you work from the base, you work it all the way up, and it goes pop. Yeah, but it they had to uninvaginate him.
Okay,
I don't even know why vagina was like in the word. It's like, you turn your innie into outie into an innie. You've been invaginated. Go see Dr. Wang. What's he gonna do? He's got a plunger and a plan, buddy. he's
got a plunger and he's got a claw machine. Let's go.
He's puckered his lips and he's got a dream. Talk to Dr. Wang. If you're gonna go anywhere with your dick problems, you go to Dr. Wang.
Yeah, go to Dr. Wang. Mm-hmm. Okay, I need to ask some questions.
By the way, it says don't Google pictures of invaginated penis. I would suggest not doing that. Everybody don't absolutely do that right now.
Do not stop and
I almost put it on the share screen, but I'm not going to. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, we would get taken down.
We might get taken down from my screen for copyright infringement. Yeah, just invaginated. You can do naked yoga, but you can't do invaginated penis if it comes from a medical site.
We can try.
No, I'm not going to.
I for the viewer's sake. Hey, okay, questions.
Yeah, sure.
So does everything go inside, or is it just the inside, like the innards of the peen get sucked inside, and then it's just like dangly windsock?
Think dangly windsock.
Mother of fuck.
So the head goes, it's turned inside, like outside in.
Okay.
Like, I'm trying to figure out what would be a good picture, like you're putting two tube socks together into a bundle. You know what I mean? You're gonna put them away after you did the laundry.
Yes.
You're stuffing one in the other one. So you got like think like an elephant trunk, which is the picture that I saw. Okay. I've never been less happy looking at pictures. Yeah. So there's still like what looks like a sad flesh hose. And it's obviously bruised and very angry. Oh, are you going to look it up right now? Oh, great. We're going to do, well, if you're going to start Googling some of this stuff, Larry, you're going to be having nightmares. Everybody absolutely don't right now Google. Hey, if you're watching us on the YouTubes, we're not going to show you the picture of it, but looking at Larry's face, he just discovered it. So can you, okay, yeah, he's going to puke. He's going to mess his new panties. So would you like to expound on maybe you can describe it better than me.
I don't want.
Okay.
It's there's a lot of blood.
Yeah, there would be.
There's some. It's like, so you know those little red sausages that you brought down?
Yeah.
Yeah, from
little red pork sausages. Yeah.
There's
delicious.
Some of that I'm seeing.
Yeah, I can see that. Sure.
I am upset.
Yeah, good.
Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Why did I look it up?
It's only going to get worse.
Oh, it gets worse.
Yeah. Well, there's other maladies. There's other bad things that can happen to your penis, Larry.
Oh, well,
I have to educate you, so that you know, next time you have a horrible dick malady, you can diagnose it yourself.
It has been a while since I've had a horrible dick malady.
I'm not sure what the actual. I don't think that there is an actual like medical term for this. If there is, I D plus it. I didn't bother to look it up, but it's colloquially, layman's terms. It's known.
You just Porky Pigged that shit.
I sure did. Beer and a half. Either ram's horn or saxophone penis. Ram's horn. What did you just end up downloading? Or saxophone penis. So that is a blocked lymph node, or sometimes can be caused by a bacterial infection related to chlamydia. So if you're going to let your chlamydia go, which is a bad call, if it stings when you pee, get it taken care of, because you could end up with saxophone penis. It leaves the penis swollen and twisted. It literally looks like it's bent and bulbous in the middle, like a fucking tenor sax or like a berry sax. It's not okay. It's the case study on this, like a lot of weird maladies, comes out of India. I don't know why. Like those people have the weirdest like physical maladies that I've seen on like a lot of these journals. I'm like, wow, guys, you guys got real lucky. But yeah, so it's swollen in the middle and it bends weird. Drugs can help with the swelling and twisting. Normal urination is achievable if you do it sideways. You're never going to be shooting straight from the hip again.
So
you're going to be pissing around corners.
Do you have to do like some type of yoga move where you...
Depending on how your penis has saxophoned.
I knew a girl that would saxophone your penis.
Really?
Yeah.
What is her name and current whereabouts and phone number and age?
I'll send you a link.
I know some guys that can really need a good saxophoning. But where do you put the reed? That's the, what are you screen sharing? Yeah, that's the guy. I look like fucking Bret Michaels. He had a saxophone penis.
Oh, times. I'm sure he's had his penis saxophone.
And this is actually in the heyday of Bret Michaels. I do not look like Bret Michaels. You've got the same eyes as he does with the piercing blue. This is before drugs took a hold of him. And this is after a lot of photoshopping and a shit ton of professional makeup men. Yeah, Bret Michael from Poison. Although, why a perfect circle? Bret Michaels is on military beds. Why are all these pictures? What is going on?
This is
very weird.
I wanted a
picture show presents Bret Michaels.
I wanted a wall of Bret Michaels to show you.
Good, you nailed it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't going to go with the black bandana, but now I have to. That's spectacular.
Just wanted to break it up for a second.
I can't. You just want to be away from the penis maladies.
Oh my God, saxophoning a penis. That sounds like something that should be pleasant. So
yeah,
I went out with Maywa the other day, and can you believe it? She saxophoned my penis.
Where'd she put the reed?
Yeah, right in the well, have you heard of the rusty trombone?
She invaginated one.
So it's like the rusty trombone, but the reed it's much more sanitary.
Hey, so did you know, Larry,
Probably not.
that shoddy bowel surgery,
Well, I'm sorry.
shoddy bowel, like shoddy, that's not a technical term. It's like
Okay,
if somebody
shoddy.
botches
Yeah.
somebody botches it. Like if you or I were to do it because we'd seen like a drawing, it's like we were given we had to do bowel surgery on somebody. We were given like IKEA instructions on how to do it. We're like, how hard could it be? Or sometimes prostate treatment also. In very rare cases, if you screw it up, can lead to a fistula, a tissue tear that basically connects your urinary canal to your rectum.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
So what can happen if you get your wires crossed thusly is you can literally
Poo out your pee hole.
Poo out your pee hole and urinate out your butt.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, part of my day job is reading medical records.
Oh no, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this one.
You're familiar with pooing out your pee-pee hole.
Yeah. Not personally, but by the time I got done reading the medical records about it, it felt like it was personal. Like I felt like this person was coming at me specifically, like it was an attack. Like,
well, I would be upset. The problem with something like that is when you realize there's just shit coming out of your dick, is that you immediately have to, when you're the person who did that surgery, like a lot of times, if you or I were to screw up something, you can blame shoddy equipment. You can say, you know what, I really thought that this was working out, but just at the end, I didn't have the right part to do this. Like you can bullshit your way out of a fucked up procedure when it's something around the house. It's like, oh, I really thought, nope, wasn't me. It just came from the factory like that. But if you're the one who screwed up a surgery so bad that poo-poo is coming out your wee-wee, there's no way to not get sued.
It's the worst Play-Doh fun factory you've ever seen.
What you don't want to hear is when you talk to the doctor, I'll tell you what happened. Oh, God.
You're going to want a shot for this.
You are under oath,
like a tetanus shot or any. No, Tillimer. We're gonna get you some Tilly for this one. So you ever had a bad day at work? So this is how we're opening. Yeah, you ever had a bad day at work?
If you're about to go under anesthesia and you just hear one of the two doctors talk to the other and go, "Hey, I bet you can't." You're out. You're gonna have a real shitty recovery time.
Yeah, and apparently a shitty pee hole. With something like that, you would have to. That definitely is a toothpaste tube situation. If you're pooping out your pee hole, you got to make sure to get the rest of it out.
Yeah, I mean, how do you? What do you? I have.
That's all correct.
I have like a smoking gun for food, right?
Yeah,
and it came with this small brush. It's a long wire with a very small brush that is used to clear out any residue from the smoke that might get in through like the little rubber hose, right? So I don't need to. I mean, could you use? Do they make?
You ever had to be tested for the clap?
Blissfully no, but my brain just went there too.
Yeah.
I never had to be tested. The guy went, "You have it." I was in a Denny's.
He put a stethoscope right on my fly. It sounds like Rice Krispies down there. Here, take these pills. Thank you, Dr. Hello Kitty.
Yay! No, have you ever had the swab inside the pee hole?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
Blissfully and grateful there, but for the grace of God go I. I've somehow made it out unscathed.
Every time I've had dick burning situation, it's always because I'm cooking curry and don't wash my hands before I take a leak. And how many times do I have to do that before I remember not to do that?
I had a situation at a Buffalo Wild Wings one night.
Yeah, you'll have that.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I thought that I had gotten the spiciness off my fingers enough. Twas not.
Oddly enough, the
I
sensitivity,
nearly invaginated myself.
yeah, the sensitivity on your dick skin is a little bit more than your hands that you've been using to chop wood all your fucking life.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my dick is callous, but for completely different reasons. And only on one side.
Only on one side.
I'm right-handed.
And then, yeah.
Mhm.
See, I did the Mr. Miyagi growing up.
God. You'll twist that bitch right off.
It's a firm but gentle touch.
A plaque buildup along those lines can happen inside of your crank.
So that's why my dentist keeps demanding to see my penis.
No, you have to get a new dentist.
Oh, no.
because it's gone from cajoling and gentle ribs to demanding at gunpoint. If you want more Novocaine, you'll show me your crank.
I mean, I don't mind pain, but
I'm the only dentist in town. God damn it. But a plaque buildup in your penis, and I don't know what's causing plaque in your penis in the first place. I mean,
lack of brushing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not enough scope.
I do floss my cock constantly, but
all the time.
There is actually an attachment on the water pick that does wonders.
Yeah, well, I was wondering which attachment was supposed to be for my butt.
Whichever one feels right to you. I'm not going to micromanage, but just make sure you label it. That's the only thing.
Used.
Used. Why does one of these look like you've been smoking tobacco out of it? I don't know.
Because I'm a dirty boy.
My asshole causes a nice patina all over everything. There's a real name with this one. It's called Peyronie's disease, Peyronies.
So you have too much beer? Jesus, too much beer? Is it tell me it's not too much beer?
No, it's not Peroni. It's not like the Italians beer that they pretend like they can make. Well, it's Peyronie.
I can't have delicious little Polish dumplings.
You can, just don't put your dick in it. It causes a dramatic curve, not unlike the saxophone, by the way. Dramatic curve in your Johnson that makes erections painful and sex difficult, if not impossible. Between 65,000 and 120,000 middle-aged men, of which we are diagnosed with the disease each year in the United States. Most of these are like flash in the pan, once in a while. Like, it's hard to have a direct invagination come directly at your crank. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, that's like a 1 in a million. That's a hole in one on a par 5. But several people can get this plaque buildup because they just let the plaque in their cock go. I don't know how that's a thing. Drugs or surgery may help.
How do
Full
you know?
recovery is not guaranteed.
How do I avoid all of this?
You have to unplaque your penis.
How do I unplaque my penis? Please, if there's a medical professional out there that can tell me how to unplaque my penis.
I think ACT, that mouthwash for children.
Ooh.
I think try that.
I should nothing for children should be near my penis, according to the judge.
That's not true. I mean, like, some plush toys are just asking for it.
It's true. I mean, Rainbow Dash.
She has been here, huh? This one,
Chuck E. Cheese.
I have.
You get enough tickets, you can fuck the rat.
Come in the back. You get enough tickets at skee. If you're good enough at skee ball, we'll let you fuck the rat.
We'll let you fuck the. David, put the fucking head back on. He's got the tickets.
Oh, there's a person in it too? Oh, yeah, obviously there's a person in it.
Yeah, David, put the head back on. I got the tickets.
Did you know you can break your cock?
Yes.
I don't know how this firsthand, but a friend of mine, she caused during an aggressive mating session to break a man's unit.
Yeah. I'll just say from personal experience, I've heard mine pop.
Whoa!
Like popping knuckles, which of course it would have been really cool if my knuckles would have needed to pop right then.
Yeah.
But like there was we both heard it, and there was a moment of, "Are you okay? I don't know. Can you dismount and let's just take a peek at it?" It did not break, but like I said, there was a pop, and I was like, that could be bad.
Did you go someplace? Did you show it to a gentleman? Did you go to Denny's and get an evaluation?
I went down to where they keep the piles of concrete and spoke with Dr. Hello Kitty.
And he sold you a hubcap.
He did. He's like, take this hubcap and rest your penis on it for 2 days. And if that don't work, I'll sell you a hat. And I was like, well, thank you, Dr. Hello Kitty. You're the only healthcare that I trust.
So, and you're covered by my HMO. So, corpus cavernosa, cylindrical tubes that fill with blood when you have an erection. You can break those. The tubes are bent while you're hard, usually the result of vigorous sex. They can rupture and cause blood to fill your pecker, leading to swelling and permanent deformity or loss of sexual function if not surgically treated immediately. So I'll tell you off camera, but I'm not going to tell you who. I'm not even sure if you ever met her. You might have. But a friend of mine, she tells the story often when she's trying to upset people, but she was having a one-night stand with somebody who she just like found in her younger days, and was vigorously up on top, just misjudged the distance, and then there was a definite pop. Like it's like not a pop, but like a crack. Like once she got off,
a rip.
She saw a rip. She saw the pain in the man's face, and it was visibly bent. And she like immediately he freaked out. So she didn't know what to do. Being a nice person for a moment, he's like freaking out. She took him to the ER. Like they went straight to the hospital, and the doctor was like, and she's like started to wait for a little bit, but she's like, after a while, she's like, I was probably too drunk to drive. I just picked this guy up. I don't even think I know his last name. Plus, he's been crying like a pussy this whole time. So she dropped him off and left him. She's like, I never talked to him again. He never had the balls to call me either. I'm like, well, if you pull a woman and she manages to break your pecker, that is not somebody you want to have number round 2 with. It's just fool me once, shame on you. Or if you're the kind of guy who needs to like really correct a mistake and prove it to yourself.
Yeah, that would be me. I'd be like, all right, it's been 8 months of rehab, and we're ready to go. I am prepared for this. You, madam, are my white whale.
I'm much more of a fool me once kind of guy. You know what I mean? Like, no.
No, I take that as a challenge.
Yeah. I mean, I rode a mechanical bull once. I learned the hard way that it was a bad call. We don't need to do that again to prove anything to ourselves.
Yeah.
Actually, I rode a mechanical bull. Literally, me and 2 of my buddies from high school were at a fair, and they had the mechanical bull outside right next to the beer garden, and they would serve us pitchers just to ourselves. So we were just drinking beer out of a pitcher, and that was a real good idea because you could leave the beer garden and go ride the mechanical bull. They have, there's like stuff around it. There's like padding, you know what I mean? There's like padding, so when you fall off, which you will, and it's the middle of nowhere, so all the ladies that get on there, he goes real slow, and he's being real sexist about it, and us idiots get on there, and it's you're on there for a few seconds and you fall off to the thing. I learned that if you scream the phrase, "Hey redneck, crank it up to 11," he will. I did not hit the padding. I was not on for a second. I flew so far, I never touched the padding. I landed right in the dirt. Happily enough, I was drunk and young enough that I bounced and went, well, guess what? My turn is over. We're not doing this anymore.
Well, I've learned my lesson, sir.
Third time's a charm. No, thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna. Those operators are always so much nicer to the women than they are the dudes, and it's All right, look how we're gonna make her move where she's sexy looking. Where dude's gonna think I'm gonna break your fucking pelvis. What? You heard me. Hang on, pussy.
I wish less of my stories started that way. I really
Hang
wish.
on, pussy.
Yeah. So this week's Hang On Pussy. Where are we at? Where are we at time wise?
We're about at 59 minutes.
Okay. Well then, I'll go past this one because we all know. Actually, I didn't know this was true. The Kindiru, the fish that will swim up your pee hole, is a real thing.
Yeah,
I thought it was an urban myth. No, they look for something warm and they're used to swimming like into gills. So if you piss in the Amazon, you might get. It's a baby catfish, is what it is. It's a baby miniature catfish that can fit in your pee hole that it has spikes that. So try pulling that up. We'll end with this one. There's a couple more good ones, but actually I'm going to gloss past this one.
Okay.
A gentleman, it says where for some reason he's in Iran. An Iranian man had his girlfriend's initial tattooed on his shaft, which is a bold move, which caused a 3-month erection followed by semi-permanent state of semi-rigidness. It was caused by abnormally high blood flow resulting from the tattooed needle going a little too far. He could still have sex. He just decided he could live with it. He just literally has a semi constantly all the time now. That's never going.
And they wear those long robes. I don't know what they're called. Well, so it's got to be just.
This says it's an Iranian man. It doesn't say he's from Iran, so it could very well be an American who just happens to be like Iranian descent. Okay. I do not know off the top of my head.
Fair enough.
But he can also wear a nice robe if he wants to. A Florida man.
That is the man, but that's something in a board meeting. Just stand up and be like, "Well, I think this is my answer. I don't know what it means, but I'm impressed. Good for you."
I never knew what the question was.
Florida man.
We're gonna end on Florida man. There's a current lawsuit that he's filed against a staffing agency after his penis and testicles were shorn away from an industrial peeler. It's a machine designed to lop uneven edges off of carpet rolls. The peeler claimed the man's package after he was assigned to operate the machine, but nobody doubted Florida trained him on how to do so. Now, I don't think that I would be able to operate a machine that was that specialized without some training.
No.
But I am pretty sure that at no point would I put my dick on it or anywhere near it.
Also true. You know what? I was feeling bad for this guy, but you're right. It's the same as Frankenstein. You start to feel bad for him. And you're like, this is your fault. Because this happened in Florida. You know that guy was like, I bet I could fuck that. And that was the end of it.
Nobody told me not to put my balls in it.
Well, sir, we just thought it. Nobody told me not to put my balls in it.
And I got this job because I was told you could operate it with 8 fingers that I lost 2 of from that gator tack. So that's why. Oh, so this is a theme for you. You lose body parts because you deserved it.
Look, I got enough tickets to fuck the rat. That's what I was going to do after my shift today. But now your machine that you did not warn me I should not put my Bob and Thomas's up into, and now I cannot fuck the rat, and I'm expecting compensation.
I love that he's suing the staffing agency. Like, he's suing the people that he got the temp job that caused him to lose his pecker. He's like, well, I'm going after Goodwin Staffing Agency because I no longer, hey, maybe I'll go over to the UK and have something grown on my arm, and then they can put take the skin off my elbow, stick a couple of marbles in it, and then I'll never make the appointment to have this shit attached.
Well, that's my thought. That you got somebody, because I mean, it used to be you lose your dick, but now you can have scientists in the United Kingdom grow you a pretty decent crank.
Yeah, but he he never got it put on. So I'm guessing that they're just like over it. Like talk about fool me once, but like I'm not going through all this time and effort to grow anybody another dick that they won't just show up for their appointment and put it back on.
If
I'm not going to do it.
If that were the case, I would like live in that whatever building they're in. I'd just be like, can I just have just this area here? When you tell me when it's done, we'll put it back where it belongs. What's that? A tent in the yard? Absolutely. I'll live in a tent in the yard. I don't have a problem with that. Will I grow a dick on my arm?
I'm just listening for that oven to go ding. You tell me when the soup now, and we can take this right off.
The little egg timer that looks like an owl, when that goes off, you tell me, and I'll be right here with my dingle dangle.
What's that scar on your forearm? That's where my dick used to grow. Do I want the story? That's on you, pal. I don't know.
I don't know.
Malcolm McDonald, wherever you are, put the dick where it's supposed to be.
Please put your dick where it's.
Anybody like that, I wouldn't be shocked if he like died in some manner of like horrible combine accident or something in the last year. Like he decided he wanted to like climb a tree in a thunderstorm and got struck by lightning.
Yeah, I'm assuming he took a coat hanger, straightened it out, stuck it in the pee hole of the growing penis, and then just screamed, "Oi, watch this!" And that was it. And
he didn't clean it off first. He got himself another septic infection, which took that dick and his life.
Yes. In the arms of the angels.
Next time I look up Malcolm McDonald, I'm just gonna have to look in fucking the obituaries in the UK starting in August of 2020. Malcolm McDonald, of dick on his arm fame, was taken from us after he went underneath an elephant, screaming, "Hold my beer and watch this."
He held his penis up against the elephant's to just see how it compared. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's like, if I wait longer, it'll get bigger. So the longer I wait, the bigger dick they'll have to attach down here.
I'll tell you when it's ready, when I can fucking jump rope. That's when it's ready. When I can double dutch with a couple of small children. My mom and your mom were picking our clothes. Click, 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 click. Yeah. Doing that fucking stupid CrossFit thing where you're just whipping a goddamn huge ropes that come off of a barge.
But he's just sitting there like this. But the longer he goes.
He got a job pulling taffy. Is that still a thing? No, nobody does that anymore. 3 guys at Ren fairs do that.
Yeah, 3 guys. It just what I used to try to make a joke that at a certain point in middle age, trying to get an erection is just like trying to start an old lawnmower that you haven't changed the oil in. Just come on.
I don't have a problem with it to go, but I have a different relationship with it now. Like in your teens and 20s, you look down at it and you're like, "Hey, pal, what's going on?" 43 looked at it like, "What do you want?"
That's the thing that looks back and goes, "You know what I want."
I'm trying to rest, and this is like trying to roll over with a kickstand. This is fucking impossible.
I'm just trying. For God's sakes, I'm just trying to watch diners, drive-ins, and dives. What are you doing here?
Well, there was a lot of cheese on that sandwich. Stop it.
You know I do like cheese. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then that fried tenderloin looked pretty good, too. God damn it, you're right.
You're going to want to give me a tug. You don't want plaque to build up. Oh, is that how you fix it?
Well, if that's the case. Woo.
Oh, Larry, what did you learn?
I learned that there are all types of maladies that can attack my penis, and I'm very upset about it.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what everybody learned.
Yeah,
that's the whole. That's all you need to do, really.
Yeah, just be concerned for your penis, fellas. Just if it starts turning black, go before it falls off. If it invaginates, I guess tell everyone you're a transformer. I don't know, but just scream Autobots roll out while the doctor fixes it. That's the only thing. I don't have good advice for you.
It's one more thing I could throw at my brother because he's got a Harley that I just don't understand. I've never been a motorcycle guy. But like, remember the old man? He got in a really bad accident. One of his feet was always larger than the other one because of the tissue. Did you know you can invert your cock if you get into a real bad accident? And then you have to talk to Dr. Wang and not make jokes the entire time he's trying to fix you with some manner of plunger.
Yeah. Some manner of plunger and a bellows in your asshole.
Or one of those little hand pumps that you like. It's for saving wine. You put that into the little end of your trunk and just.
There it is. To bellows in your asshole.
Too strong men to work the bellows. Bellows in your asshole. That's the horror movie I was supposed to be, had bellows in your asshole. That would be the first time that ever happened in the 1400s, and you have to go to the barber, and he's like, well, your humors are misaligned, you have too much black bile, and there's a small dwarf who lives inside your penis. Shove the bellows in his ass and bleed him.
Bring the two strong men, we need the bellows.
That's your answer for everything, because it is the answer for everything. And then take a little.
I put your penis right up to my ear, and I heard a ghost that lives in there.
Who's the barber around here?
Is it you or me? I don't even know what is happening. Bellows.
Where'd you get your training? It's more of a trial and error kind of profession.
I'm a scientist. You cut hair and other things.
Mm-hmm. This is a skill you can fake. No, I don't believe it is.
I don't think it is. I love that it wasn't until after the Civil War that we were like, maybe doctors should have more training.
All you need is a guy with a saw and a dream.
A saw and a belt to put in somebody's mouth.
God.
And a strong belief in the Bible.
And a tent that nobody wants to go into. Oh my God.
I love, though, that these male doctors in the Civil War were like, I keep sawing their legs off and they keep dying of sickness. And the nurses were like, maybe we wash things like our hands?
Surely no.
What? That's for pussies. That's for fruit bats. I'm not washing nothing.
Where do they do that? France? No, never.
That's for fancy boys and petunias. This is a man's thing. Now get out of here with your crazy talk.
Don't waste the water. We make booze out of that.
You must have hysteria again. Do you know? So for years, here's a fun fact. Hysteria, because we considered the female orgasm a myth.
Mm-hmm.
Hysteria was because they just hadn't been able to come for so long, and so you would go to the doctor to have him relieve your hysteria. And medical, with old-timey vibrators and their fingers. So essentially, you would send your wife, who was getting all crazy, to the doctor to get finger blasted, and then sent home much happier and more satisfied.
This is before Blue Cross Blue Shield, right?
Yes, I think this is right at the advent of Health Alliance.
I'm squeezing. I'm wringing out that joke, and it's just not. There's nothing in there. It's there's nothing there.
Damn it! Well, we'll try again. Let's try again tomorrow.
If you listen this far into it and you giggle at that, you're drunker than we are.
Hey, yeah, because I only had 2 beers, and that's a shame.
Yeah.
All right, pal. Hey, guess what?
What's that?
I don't want anything to happen to my penis.
And I love you back.
Parts about hanging out with these guys. God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.